Rhea Ripley's bloody nose injury in Japan. Rhea Ripley just busted her nose in Japan and handled it with more grace and humor than most of us handle getting a paper cut. Mommy took a collision midair with Iyo Sky during a four-way match, bled all over the ring, got help to the back by officials, and then posted photos on social media comparing herself to her dog because apparently even serious injuries can't stop Rhea from being the most relatable wrestler on the roster. Welcome back to the Wrestling Hidden Insight, and today we're breaking down what happened to Rhea at WWE's Japan event, how bad the injury actually is, whether she'll need time off or one of those protective masks that makes wrestlers look like they're auditioning for a horror movie, and why this is just the latest in a string of injuries that have WWE scrambling to keep their roster healthy. Let's start with what happened during the match because the spot that caused the injury was one of those things that looks routine until suddenly it's very much not routine. Rhea Ripley was competing in a four-way match at WWE's live event in Japan alongside Iyo Sky, Raquel Rodriguez, and the WWE Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer. Four incredibly talented women in the ring at the same time, which should create an amazing match. And it probably was amazing, right up until the moment everything went wrong. During one particular spot, Raquel Rodriguez threw Iyo Sky towards Rhea. Both women were in the air at the same time, which means they were both moving fast with limited ability to adjust mid-flight. And they collided. Rhea's nose took the brunt of the impact, and immediately she was busted open. Now, nose injuries in wrestling are not uncommon. Noses are fragile. They stick out from your face. They're in the perfect position to get hit by elbows, knees, heads, and apparently other wrestlers who are also airborne. But that doesn't make them any less painful or any less bloody when they happen. Blood was pouring from Rhea's nose, and officials immediately rushed to check on her. You could see in the footage that she was shaken up. This wasn't a "oh that stings" kind of moment. This was a "something is legitimately wrong and I need medical attention" kind of moment. Officials helped her to the back so she could get properly treated, and the match presumably continued without her, though details on how they finished are sparse. Rhea, being the social media savvy superstar that she is, took to Twitter or X or whatever we're calling it this week to document the aftermath. She shared multiple fan videos and photos from the Japan event, including footage of her sitting ringside getting checked on by medical personnel and being helped to the back. But the real gold came when she posted a video showing her nose stuffed with swabs or plugs to stop the bleeding. You could see bruising on one side of her nose. You could see that she'd clearly been through something. And then she turned her head side to side to show both sides of her nose, smiled at the camera and gave a thumbs up. Because that's Rhea Ripley. She just busted her nose in front of thousands of people, bled all over a wrestling ring in Japan, and her response is to smile and let everyone know she's okay. Her caption was perfect too. "Thank you Japan," with a crying laughing emoji, and "I still love you." That's how you handle an injury with class and humor. She's not complaining. She's not dramatic. She's just acknowledging that hey, this happened, it sucked, but I'm good and I still had an amazing time in Japan. That's the kind of attitude that makes fans love wrestlers. It's authentic. It's relatable. It's someone who clearly loves what they do even when what they do involves occasionally getting their face smashed in. But Rhea wasn't done having fun with the injury. She followed up with another post showing a close-up photo of her face with the nose plugs next to a close-up photo of her dog's face, with the caption "twins." Because apparently even with a busted nose, Rhea's sense of humor is intact. She's comparing herself to her dog and making jokes about looking like her pet. That's S-tier social media content. That's the kind of post that goes viral and makes people who don't even watch wrestling appreciate Rhea's personality. It's self-deprecating without being sad. It's funny without being forced. It's just Rhea being Rhea, and we love to see it. Now let's talk about the injury itself and what it might mean for Rhea's immediate future. As of right now, WWE hasn't released an official statement about the severity of the injury or whether Rhea will miss any time. Nose injuries are tricky because they can range from minor to significant. A broken nose might require surgery or it might heal on its own with time. A severely damaged nose might need extensive treatment. A minor nose injury might just need a few days of rest and some anti-inflammatory medication. Without official word from WWE or Rhea herself beyond the social media posts, we're left guessing. But here's what we can infer. Rhea was able to post videos and photos relatively quickly after the injury, which suggests she's in good enough shape to be on her phone and engaging with fans. She gave a thumbs up in the video, which suggests she's not in excruciating pain or dealing with something catastrophic. The fact that she was joking about it also indicates that while it's painful and annoying, it's probably not career-threatening or requiring months of recovery. So best-case scenario, Rhea takes a week or two off to let the swelling go down and the bruising heal, and then she's back on television like nothing happened. Worst case scenario, she needs a protective mask for a few weeks while the nose fully heals. And let's talk about those protective masks for a second because they've become a wrestling trope at this point. Cody Rhodes wore one for months after breaking his nose and it became part of his character. Other wrestlers have worn them after facial injuries. They look dramatic. They look intimidating. And they usually lead to storylines where someone rips the mask off during a match to attack the injured area. So if Rhea ends up needing to wear a protective mask, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It could add an extra layer to her character. It could lead to some great storytelling. And it would protect her nose while it heals so she can continue wrestling without risking further damage. WWE has Saturday night's main event scheduled for November 1st. And as of this report, Rhea's status for that show and other upcoming events hasn't been disclosed. That could mean WWE is still evaluating the injury and doesn't want to commit to anything until they know for sure. Or it could mean the injury is minor enough that they're not worried about it affecting her schedule. We'll have to wait and see. But Rhea's injury is just the latest in what's been a brutal stretch for WWE in terms of injuries. Seth Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, suffered a shoulder injury at Crown Jewel that's going to require surgery and keep him out of action for months. That's a huge blow to Raw's main event scene. Jacob Fatu was written off television with an injury angle on SmackDown that will keep him away for an extended period. Meanwhile, Ilya Dragunov just returned from an injury that kept him out for over a year. It's been a revolving door of wrestlers getting hurt, coming back and getting hurt again.